Welcome back to Endangered Species Spotlight, and unlike many installments in this series, we actually have good news for once this week, because we are talking about the Saiga Antelope. So, this Star Wars-looking motherfucker is the Saiga Antelope, a species of antelope that is found throughout a bunch of areas in Central Asia, specifically Russia, Mongolia, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, etc., etc. Now, the conservation status of these antelope used to be critically endangered with a population of less than 50,000 individuals, which, in terms of antelope, like prey animal species, is a very not good population. But as of earlier this month, so December 2023, they have officially been moved in the, conservation status from critically endangered to near threatened, which is fantastic news. As of this month, the official estimate has basically doubled from less than 50,000 individuals to close to or over 1 million individuals. So the population has essentially doubled since, 2005. And in terms of conservation efforts, this rarely happens. This is a very rare event, so it's a really, really good thing that this is happening. So, why they were threatened in the first place was largely due to illegal poaching, so people would just go and hunt these, whether for sport, whether for food, or the, fur and antlers and all that. They were being hunted quite a lot. Other risks to them included some pretty nasty disease outbreaks, as well as habitat degradation and habitat loss, and restriction of migration areas. So these are migratory animals, so they have a set migration route that they usually follow every year, but due to agriculture, industrialization, all that, lots of the areas that they would follow have been not great for their migration, so they've been heavily restricted and not able to migrate as well. And in the same vein as that, there's also been habitat fragmentation, so the bits where they can go are pretty few and far between, so really not a lot of habitat for them. So since the Saiga antelopes are a pretty, iconic and important animal, there's been a ton of conservation efforts. Particularly in Kazakhstan, that has been one of the most successful places for Saiga antelope conservation. Kazakhstan specifically has made a huge effort and has had huge success with saving these guys. So, shout out to Kazakhstan. Y'all are doing great. Y'all are doing the most. Good job. So, these guys are still a little bit, they're not fully out of the woods yet. They're still, I think, classified under endangered. They're just not critically endangered, so they're not in nearly as much danger as they have been, but they're still not fully out of the woods. But this is a positive sign, because this usually doesn't happen in conservation. Unfortunately, many times it's kind of a losing downhill battle in many conservation species, but this is a success story. We love this. They're doing great. So we're here for that. And so yeah, these weird-ass looking antelopes are making a comeback.